Our next guest is the sole creative force behind Rob Benedict's country music alter ego, Clay Dix. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Rose!
Just like
thank you! Give a round of applause for these fellas!
Adam, I forgot the Clay Dix story. I forgot about that. That was you.
Do you guys know about Clay Dix? Anybody? Huh? Your mic, here, use mine.
Before we get into this story, we gotta let Rob Benedict be Clay Dix. Ladies and gentlemen, on the mic, country music sensation, Clay Dix. Go!
Clay Dix had come here to sing a song. Name's Clay Dix, I just got this one damn song. A lot of people say that you can be wrong, but Clay Dix had to sing this a song. Thank you.
Unbelievable! Guys, we are in the presence of greatness.
That's just a sample.
But so the original story is that in Nashville, you're telling a story.
Wait, no, Las Vegas.
Vegas!
Thank you, Nashville!
So in Vegas.
I think how supportive the crowd is. We're in Nashville. Fuck you! No, we weren't! Dumbass!
Fuck you, Clay Dix!
You suck! Suck it!
You're telling a story that had about Clay.
So somebody asked me, I think, if I remember correctly, I'm probably paraphrasing, but someone asked me what my opinion was on the anatomy of the golem.
Right.
In his nether regions.
Right.
And Clay Dix, Clay Dix is the answer. And
So part of the setup was, that's an honest question by an interested fan and your panel. We don't hear the question. We just come into the backstage area and hear you talking about Clay Dix.
Clay Dix.
Yeah, we hear no setup whatsoever. And we all look at each other and we say, kudos. This is a solid line of conversation right
And
there.
then don't you immediately say, that's actually Rob Benedict's alter ego?
Yeah, it sounds like Rob Benedict's country music alter ego, Clay Dix.
the country singer,
Yeah,
Clay Dix.
There you have it.
Won season 3 of American Idol, actually.
That's right.
Yeah, really good.
Exactly.
He only had one song. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Rose.
Hey! Thank you. Another round of applause for these guys.
Okay,
Thank you, guys.
there they are. Only Mike is still on stage.
Hey, how are you? It's so nice to see your faces. Look at this. All right, well, I'm Adam Rose. You guys are lovely. We're all here in Nashville. Man, I love Nashville this time of year. It's gorgeous. I think we have some questions, right? We got over here. Let's just get the show on the road. Let's do it.
Hello, Adam.
Hi, how are you?
I saw on a panel before you were mentioning you didn't get to go on your honeymoon right away. Did you ever get to Italy?
So you know what? We are actually going to Italy on October 11th. Yeah. So if any of you guys have Italy tips, please tweet me them or message me them. We're going to Rome, Florence, Venice, and Cinque Terre. I believe is how you pronounce it.
Oh, that one.
Yeah. So we're excited about that.
Cool.
Yeah.
And my next question is, you talk about having dogs, but I never heard what kind they are.
So we have 2 dogs, Chaplin and Una. Yeah! I love the Chaplin fans out there. He's almost got more Instagram followers than I do. Okay, so Chaplin, who we got first, is a pit mix. Pit bull mixture between like Dane, Bulldog, Boxer. He's probably got a bunch of different stuff in him. And Una is just like a Staffy mix, American Staffordshire Terrier. She's like a little pocket kitty, you know, she's like a tank. But they're great. I don't know if you guys know this, but like mutts turn out to be much healthier than purebred dogs. How about that? Which makes sense because you guys watch the show Adam Ruins Everything?
Yes!
I love that show, not just because we share a name, but because it's very informative. And he did a whole episode about how purebred dogs are actually inbred dogs. Who knew? I guess you guys knew. They're mutts, and we adopted them, which I highly recommend. If you guys, you guys are looking for dogs, rescue them. There's so many dogs in shelters that need rescuing, that need a home, and you can find literally any kind of dog you want, you know. So even if you were thinking about buying a purebred dog, you can probably find that dog in the shelter somewhere. So just go looking. Anyway, sidebar. So those are the dogs. Those are my dogs. They're mixes, pit mixes. Yeah, of course. Hi. Or wait, let me go to this side and then we'll come back. Okay.
Hi, Adam. I'm Annie.
Hi, Ann. How are you? Did you say Annie?
Hi, Annie.
Ann.
And I love you.
Oh, I love you.
We love you.
I love you.
We love you. So,
I'm gonna give you a hug. So much. This is the best.
Question in there.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited. We're excited about your new show.
Yes. Woohoo! Very happy, whatever.
So, which cast and crew are you happy with?
Say that again. You gonna talk a little louder?
Which cast are you and crew are you more at ease with? That one or Supernatural?
Oh, that's
a dangerous question.
interesting question. She's asking which cast and crew I'm more at ease with. Well, let me say this. I've done 2 episodes of Supernatural. And in those 2 episodes, I got along so well with the crew. I made friends with Jared and Jensen while we were doing it. They couldn't have been more welcoming. Especially, and the crew there, between how nice they are and just comforting to be there because they kind of know exactly what they're doing. They've been doing it for so long. It's like a well-oiled machine. And so you feel at ease. And also the food. Oh my God, the food on that set is insane. You know, we were working at night, kind of like till wee hours in the morning. And at like 1 a.m., they'd be like, hey, there's a falafel truck here. I'm like, great! It's exactly what I want right now is a falafel truck. So anyway, it was such a blast working on that show. I did 2 episodes and felt very close to them. But then when I did this new show, this Netflix show called Merry Happy Whatever, which comes out in November, I want you guys to see it. I spent, 2.5 months with these people, and so we became like a family. You know what I mean? So there's really no comparison, you know? And it's not because one is better than the other, it's really just because of time spent. I spent so much time with the cast of Merry Happy Whatever and the crew there that we really became a family. We were hanging out with each other. We were, we were just with each other every single day. And when that happens and you're working on something creative, you really become like a family. And so, you know, fingers crossed we get to do that again season 2. But all of you guys have to watch the show.
We're happy for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your question. I really appreciate it. Over here, hello.
Hey Adam.
How's it going?
My name's Angelica.
Hi, Angelica.
And what's your favorite thing about being with the Supernatural family? And would you like to return as Aaron Bass for this proposed spin-off, the Judah Initiative?
Yes, absolutely. The Judah, you guys heard about the Judah Initiative? Anybody here? All right, so every like 6 months I feel like it pops up online, people talking about it, and I share it or retweet it. I've talked to Ben Edlund about it in the past. I know he's open to it, so who knows? Might happen, may never happen, but it's a cool idea and I would be totally down. I want to see, you know, Aaron and his golem going around the world killing Nazis. Nazi killing, you know? I'm sorry, what was your first question?
My first question was, what does the Supernatural family and these awesome people here tonight who support you mean to you as a whole, like resonate with you in your soul or whatever, like
Oh my God.
behind this game?
All right, I feel like I gotta sit down for this. Look, I mean, when I first did Supernatural, I had no idea what I was in for. I had only seen like a couple episodes of the show. I didn't watch a lot of TV at the time, and so I didn't really know what I was getting into. And when we were shooting it, Phil, our director, as his last name I think is pronounced. I love that guy. He's fantastic. He came up to me and he was like, "Do you have social media?" And I was like, "Yeah." I didn't even do much on social media at the time. He's like, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, just wait until this thing comes out." I was like, "Okay," and I got scared all of a sudden. What do you mean? What's gonna happen? And sure enough, the episode aired, and like, I was educated all of a sudden as to how massive this fandom is, right? And yes. And then in the subsequent weeks and months after that, I realized the power of that fandom. You know, I had no idea how much doing one episode of a television show at the time was going to completely change my life, right? All of a sudden, I was using social media a lot more because there were people out there listening. And that turned into something, you know, really a hobby of mine that I love and that I hold dearly, and I love interacting with all of you guys on there. It is another level of kind of community building that I just hold dear to my heart. And then, frankly, just like being able to come to these things and seeing you guys face to face and spending a couple minutes, you know, seeing where you're from and how you got into the show and what the show means to you guys, it truly changed my life, right? It made me realize that the work that actors do can be so much more important than I think we sometimes give it credit for. Not because you know, we're saving lives or anything like that, just because I think stories are so important. You know, I think stories themselves, and we are not responsible for creating them, but just being, you know, paints on a canvas to tell these stories. But they can really impact people for the rest of their lives. And I know I've been impacted by those stories myself. So, a roundabout way of answering your question, what does this fandom mean to me? I mean, it means the world to me. You know, I hope to be able to continue this relationship for the rest of my life with all of you guys, because it has given me courage and belief and it's been overwhelmingly positive in my life, having you guys in it. So I really can't thank you guys enough, seriously. Thank you, Angelica, for your question. I appreciate it. I love you. No, me more. I love you more. Thank you for that question, by the way. And seriously, I mean that. Over here, hello.
I maybe don't love you, but I think you're pretty okay.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it.
I just had have a restaurant recommendation for Rome for you, and this place is so good that I got up from my seat just to tell it to you.
Oh my God, I'm gonna write it down.
I will also tweet you it, but it's called Trattoria del Polaro. This woman has been cooking there for 57 years.
Trattoria
Trattoria del Polaro, P-A-L-L.
Polaro.
You don't order, they just bring you food.
I like that.
They ask you red or white. You're like, okay, yeah, wine both, please.
I love that. Okay, I just wrote it down. I'm going there. Thank you. What's your name?
Krista.
Krista, thank you so much for that. I appreciate it.
Anytime. That's
Oh
it.
wait, don't I know you? I know you. Don't I? We met. Yeah. How's it going, Krista? Nice to see you.
That's it.
And thank you for that suggestion. I'm going there. I'm really just going to Italy for the food. You know, museums are fun. History's nice, but pasta's the best. You can quote me on that. Hi.
Hello.
How's it going?
Getting better every minute.
Yeah.
So I took my daughter out of school. Your first episode is one of my top 5 of the entire series.
Yes. I love that. Thank you.
And I fantasized that I want my own golem.
Me too.
That was my question.
Oh, whether or not I do too? Look, who wouldn't want an 8-foot dude made out of clay following me around? Frankly, I would probably want it mostly to carry me around, you know? Because, walking's kind of a drag sometimes. No, what do I want the golem for? I would want no one's gonna mess with you if you got the golem next to you, right? No one. And also, it's like a good, odd couple kind of situation. I think we'd get a lot of, Oscar and Felix action going on. If we lived together, that is. I'd be the messy one. No, he'd be the messy one. Yeah, he'd be the messy one. I'd be the anal retentive one. Anyway, to answer your question, yes. I love a golem. Who wouldn't?
So I was wondering, the actor who played the golem?
Yes, John DeSantis.
What is he really like?
Oh, well, first of all, he's like one of the nicest guys ever. Could not have been nicer. His voice really sounds like that, which was shocking.
Yeah, he's not that like. He actually has that voice.
The things that weren't real were his neck and shoulders. They gave him a little piece for that, and his hands. They gave him 2 little hand, glove-like things that made him look like he had these enormous hands. But he really is, 7 or 6'11" or 7 feet, something like that. Couldn't be nicer. We had a blast on set. I was totally bummed that he wasn't there for the second episode. I just pictured he was in the club, dancing. But yeah, I love that guy. He's fantastic. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Of course, thank you. Hi!
Hi Adam, my name's Dakota.
What's your name?
Dakota.
Sorry, I must be deaf.
Dakota?
Dakota! Hi!
I was just wondering, do you think that Aaron has a fail-safe in case the golem ever just got fed up and decided to tear him apart?
Oh man.
Is there a safe word or something like that?
I should hope. Let's get Clay Diggs back out here. Safe word. I would like to think that there is some, the opposite of Yafalhunbi, right? Which was take charge, and that's what kind of got him, in action or whatever. So I like to think that there's some sort of opposite, have a seat. Stop taking charge and take a nap. I like the idea though. The safe word is hilarious.
Also, I was wondering
Oh, yeah.
if you were going to be doing any more vlogs coming up.
Oh man, that's good. Have you guys ever watched my vlog? Maybe you guys? Yeah? All of you? I haven't made a vlog since, February or something like that. the show that I was doing for Netflix definitely kind of, I don't know, it kept me busy for a little while. I did a bunch of filming between then and now that I've yet to kind of compile into a vlog. So I guess my answer is, I have not posted my last YouTube video. I just don't know when the next time I'm going to post a vlog is. I've been sort of using my Instagram as my vlog recently. But you know what? If I hear that people miss it often enough, I'll definitely make another one. And I appreciate you bringing it up.
All right, love you, brother.
Love you, man. Yeah. Hello.
My question is, if you could play one other character on Supernatural, who would you play?
Castiel. I mean, I feel like I may have answered this before one time, but it's really just the trench coat. I love that trench coat. I want to wear that trench coat. I would like to play a character that wears any kind of trench coat, really. There's just something about having a jacket that goes past your knees that just makes anyone feel cool. Am I wrong? No? Is this just me? It's the closest thing we get in society that's acceptable to having a cape. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like I'm off topic. Castiel's who I play.
There's also something very ominous about the trench coat. Like, it's something, like, it's cool.
There is something, like, mysterious. Like, what's he got under there? What's he selling? One of these things? Play dicks? Always comes back to play dicks, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, that's my answer. I feel like that's everybody's answer, isn't it? Yeah, maybe?
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Hello!
Hi, Adam.
Hi.
You are hilarious, just so you know.
What's that? Sorry?
I said
I
you're
can't hear.
hilarious, just
I'm
so
sorry.
you know.
I'm going to make you repeat it one more time.
I said you're hilarious, just so you know.
Oh, thank you. I'm hilarious and I can't hear. I appreciate it.
But going back to having your own golem, all you have to do is follow Jared around. I don't think anyone's going to mess with you with someone who's 6'5".
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
But I know you were only on the show for 2 episodes, but everyone knows that there's a lot of pranks and shenanigans that go on set. Were you a part of any? Did anything happen to you, or did you witness any?
Yes. I'm sure you guys have heard this story. At least some of you have heard this story if you've been to any of the other cons that I've been to. Because I feel like this always ends up coming up. I'm going to tell this story again. Because, you know, I feel like it's sort of tangential to play dicks. Alright, so, to be explained. There's a scene when Jared and Jensen are discussing how they're gonna take care of me and the golem, basically. Not take care of us, like get rid of us, basically. And I come in, and I'm trying to be all tough, and I'm like, you know, that's my goal. Like, if anyone's gonna deal with him, it's gonna be me, you know? And I'm supposed to, like, be intimidating to Jensen, which is difficult to say the least. But anyway, we're in like this like heated moment, you know, we've got this exchange, I'm looking at Jensen, right? And above Jensen's shoulder comes Jared. And granted, we're doing my coverage, which means the camera's pointed at me right now, right? And so they don't really have to keep a straight face, I do. So Jared, you know, rises from behind Jensen, and he's holding a piece of paper with a drawing on it that looks like, well, it looks like this. And he's making obscene gestures. I won't do them because I feel like it'll turn into a GIF or something. I don't need that gift going. And of course, I just crack up and I can't stop laughing. I burst out laughing. And this was, I think, on like already the 4th or 5th page, and you know, I'm just a guest star on this show. They don't have time for me to be like dilly-dallying. The crew, of course, they're used to it, so they get it. But it was, it was hilarious, and I think it ended up on the gag reel. Did it end up on the gag reel? I don't think what Jared was doing ended up on there, but I think my coverage of it ended up on the gag reel for season 8. So that was it, and afterwards Phil was like, "Oh, that means they like you." I was like, "Oh, okay." Funny way of showing it. Okay. So that.
Yeah, Jensen and Jared say if they don't prank you, they don't like you.
Yeah. I got lucky. I got lucky.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Hi.
Oh, over here. Hello.
Yeah, I guess I'm it. I love your photography.
Thank you.
When you posted on Instagram, I was wondering if you had any plans to publish or do it professionally.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for saying that. I really appreciate it. I love photography. Went around that time when social media became kind of more important to me, and I realized all the things I could get out of it, personally, professionally, all those things. It helped me discover new hobbies that I enjoy, like photography. You know, once I got on Instagram, I felt kind of a desire to start thinking a little bit more about the images I was posting. And then I got my first real camera, and then I was just kind of off to the races, and I started taking lots of pictures, and it became a big part of my life, right? Just taking pictures. I got the new iPhone just to take pictures with it. Here, I'm gonna take a picture of you guys real quick. Actually, let's do it. I'm still answering your question, but I want to do a little video first. Here. All right. Ready for this? Here we go. Hi, S-Cam family. That's for me. All right. So as far as publishing goes, I don't know. I've thought about it. I don't know. There is a part of me that would love to be able to put some of my photography up on my walls, which I haven't done yet. Maybe other people might like to do that too. So yeah, it's something I think about for sure. So if it's something you guys would like, please again, like tweet me, message me. If I feel like a bunch of people would like that, then I would definitely do it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. What's your name?
I'm Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
So I noticed that you reach out on Instagram a lot to your fans, and like you're really connected to your fan base.
I try to.
I'm just wondering if you like talk about that and the importance of that to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Just saying that I reach out a lot on Instagram. Yeah, again, as soon as I dived into, or dove? I don't know how to speak English. Anyway, as soon as I started doing Instagram a lot, I started to realize that while other people were really interested in people engaging with them, right? People liking and commenting on their own pictures. What I started to realize is Instagram is a hell of a lot cooler place when you focus on engaging with other people's content, right? I like Instagram a lot more to see what other people are posting, to like their photos, to comment on their photos. That to me, I found to be a lot more gratifying on Instagram. And the truth is it ends up having a reverse effect too, right? Because you engage with people, they engage with you. And it's a much more communal way of using Instagram as opposed to people who post and, you know, kind of look away and never interact with the people who are engaging with them. You know, to me, Instagram really is a community. It's not just like a website for me to post what I'm up to. I like the fact that we're kind of building a family on there, you know? I like seeing the same names in my comments. I recognize those people. I see their names, I see their profiles, I engage with their stuff. I love that part of it. Sometimes I'll click on a hashtag and just go through some of the photos that I see on that hashtag and like and comment on them because, again, I think that's what Instagram is really for and that's the way it should be used. Not everybody agrees, but that's how I like to use it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Does that answer the question? Yeah? Okay, cool.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you.
I wanted to ask, what was your first impression of Jared and Jensen when you met them?
They were tall. A lot taller than I thought they were. Usually you meet actors and they're like a foot shorter than you thought they were. I did a movie called Up in the Air, and yeah, oh yeah! I love that movie too. And I thought George Clooney was probably going to be 6 feet, 6'2", something like that. I don't know why. Just in the, you know, when you watch people in the movies, especially when they're leading men, you just assume they're tall. And then I met George Clooney and I was the same height as him. And I thought, yes! Thank God. There's hope. So yeah, Jared and Jensen, I mean, yes, they're tall, but they also just could not have been nicer. They were welcoming. That was really the biggest thing for me on a show like that, right? It had been on for 8 years at that point. When you are jumping on a set of a show that has been on for so long, and these people have spent almost a decade together, you don't expect to be kind of welcomed. You know, you expect not to be for them to be unwelcoming, but just for them to kind of be doing their thing. It's a job. They're in, they're out. Hey, how's it going? All right, bye. But I got on that set, and they could not have been more just like bringing me in, messing with me, doing pranks and stuff. That is how a guest actor on a show can all of a sudden feel like they're part of the family. And the truth is they're really smart for doing that because it probably makes all these people that visit their show do a hell of a lot better, right? The more comfortable you are, the better work that you do. And so it's nice of them. They are good people, clearly, but also so smart of them when you are the leads of a show to make sure to realize that you set the tone, right? Jared and Jensen truly set the tone for that set, and it all starts with them. And so as a result, everybody on that set is just nice, welcoming, they're ready to work, they don't dilly-dally, but they also have fun, and they're not afraid of that, and they laugh. Those are all things you want to find when you're visiting a set. And so, you know, that's why I think most actors jump at the chance to come back to that show because of the environment that they've created there.
Thank you.
Of course. Hi.
I'm back.
Hello.
Sorry, I just had one more question.
Please.
By the time you appeared in the first episode,
Yeah.
the character played by Hal Linden had already died.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but while you were both in the same episode, was there any interaction between the two of you off stage?
So here's a funny story. Let me tell you a funny story.
Yes.
When I was 13 years old, okay, I started acting when I was 8 or 9. I was 13 years old. I did a couple productions of a play called The Gathering. And the first production I did was starring me and this guy named Theodore Bickel, who is amazing, yeah. He was the original Captain Von Trapp in Sound of Music. He did Fiddler on the Roof for like 2,000 performances or something crazy like that. Amazing guy. we did a production of it, and then we were about to do another production of that play going to Broadway. But Theodore Mikkel had already signed on to do another thing of Fiddler, another tour of Fiddler on the Roof. So replacing him was Hal Linden. And so when I was 13 years old, me and Hal Linden starred in a play called The Gathering. And we spent months together. And then lo and behold, years later, more than 10 years later, I come to Vancouver and I'm gonna come guest on this show. And who's playing my grandfather? Hal Linden. And we saw each other at the hotel and had a laugh about it because it was just crazy, you know, like the chances of him playing my grandfather again ever were nuts, but over a decade later is even crazier. And so we ended up going to lunch and getting to reminisce and talk about that time working together, and yeah, it kind of came full circle, and it's one of those things that makes you feel like you're in the right place at the right time, you know? So that's my Hal Linden story.
I am so glad I asked that question.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Oh, awesome. Thank you for asking. Hi.
Hi, Adam.
What's your name?
Cassie.
Hi, Cassie.
Hi. So I just recently watched Veronica Mars.
Yeah. Veronica Mars.
I saw the revival.
Sorry?
I saw the revival. And
Yeah.
I was just wondering how it felt to be on that set again, and if you're coming back, maybe.
Oh man. Well, first of all, I hope I'm coming back. If they do another season on Hulu, that would be amazing. Rob Thomas, who created that show, is a dear friend and a champion of mine, and has been extremely helpful to me as an actor, but also as a writer, and has given me tons of advice over the years, and so I'm very grateful to him. As far as what it was like, I did Veronica Mars again over a decade ago. So I had never kind of come back to a character after 10 years. That was like a very bizarre experience. But it was cool. It was like almost like we never left. You know, I got the set. I saw Rico. We gave each other a big hug. Rico Colantoni plays Veronica Mars' father. And then Kristen Bell jumped on my back and gave me a big hug. I mean, it was like we had never left. And except I was just hairier. I had a lot more hair on my face than when I did the show originally. But yeah, no, it was fun. And honestly, I don't know if you guys saw it, but they didn't need to bring me back at all. That was just like out of the kindness of Rob's heart, because he really wanted to include familiar faces from people that were beloved on the show, and it was wonderful. It was just such a cool experience getting to go back and hang out with those guys again.
I like seeing you back.
Oh, thank you so much, Cassie. I appreciate it. All right. How are we doing? I think we got all those questions out of the way, huh? All right. Well, I don't even know how much time we have. Where are my people? Hello? Is it just us now?
It's 4 minutes.
Now I can tell the real stories. So, let me tell you about the time.
We got one more.
Oh, wait, another question. Oh, I was about to say something real juicy, guys.
Oh,
I'm like, no, I'm kidding. I had nothing. Hi.
Oh, that's an echo. How on earth did you start acting so young? Was your family in
Oh, good question.
showbiz?
So no, my family was not in showbiz. Here's the story. My brother, Gabe, he was incredibly good looking as a child. He's still pretty good looking, but as a child, he had like perfect features. He kind of looked like a girl almost. He was a pretty boy, you know? Where am I going with this? Good question. He got stopped on the street by a producer who was like, hey, you would be great for this commercial I'm producing. And he was like, okay, and he was like, why don't you come audition? And so he went and he auditioned for this Sweethearts commercial. And he did not book the role. But he liked what he was doing, wanted to do some more of it. Someone in the building that we lived in New York City was like, hey, you know, I know this talent manager, you should take Gabe and meet with her. She works with kids and maybe she'll like him. And I heard this and would not shut up and just said, let me go, I just want to see what they do there, I want to go with, blah, blah, blah. I won't say anything, just want to see what's going on. And so my mom brought me and my brother, and I didn't shut up the entire time. I was just like doing circles around her desk. I was just being a kid. I was 8 or whatever, you know, I was being a kid. And she was like, great, I'd love to sign them both and send them on some auditions. And so we both started going on auditions for commercials and little plays and things like that. And eventually my brother stopped doing it. He didn't like it, and now he's a doctor. So it worked out for him. And I just kept going. And I'm homeless. So it's worked out for me okay too. No, and that was basically how we started. Started going on auditions, did some plays, did some commercials, and yeah, and then the rest is history. I did it there for 10 years and then moved out here to do a play out here. Moved out to Los Angeles to do a play at the Amundsen Theater and stayed there. Been there ever since.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
Hi. What was it like working on Without a Trace?
Oh my God, that's a deep cut. You guys watched Without a Trace?
Yes.
Well, I hope you don't remember me from it, because I did not play a nice character. I was actually just talking about Without a Trace, because it was the first time that I played one of these characters where, like, you meet him, and you don't really think much of the guy, right? For those that don't know, Without a Trace is sort of like Law and Order, or, you know, what they call a procedural. Case of the week. And so I was the guy, you meet him, and you're like, oh, he seems nice. And then, like, a few scenes later, it's like, oh no, he kills and rapes people. Got it. Wonderful. And so I'm Without a Trace. God, this is horrible. I played a guy who kidnapped a girl and put her in a cage and tortured her. It was horrible. And now, right now, I don't even know if I can say this. I'm working on a show right now, I can't tell you what it is, where I'm playing a similar character. And this is the 5th time I've done it. I did it on Without a Trace, I did it on iZombie, I did it on Bones. I keep what is it about me? It's the innocent face, but the murderous insides, I guess. They're like, he looks nice, but I bet he would murder somebody if the time came. The eyebrows? All right.
There it is.
Okay. Oh, hello. Hey! Clay Dix, ladies and gentlemen! Clay Dix!
Put your hand together for the country stylings
together
of Clay Dix.
Well, we were just wrapping up here, guys.
Well,
I was about to tell the really juicy stuff, but I guess I'll, no, I'm kidding. I, again, have nothing.
I feel like we should wrap this out with a rock solid, only can be done by this man, Clay Dix song.
Let's hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Clay Dix, sing it.
Well, there's Clay Dix and come to sing a song. A song. And there's Clay Dix and come to sing a song. There's a lot of people saying, well, that's gonna be wrong.
Rose. The lyrics, they're interesting to me. It's he's Adam Rose.
He's Adam Rose.
He's Adam Rose.
He's Adam
He's Adam
Rose.
Rose. He's Adam Rose. Ah, wow. I understand why Jason was mystified by your songwriting prowess. What was the song called?
He's Adam Rose. And then in parentheses, he's Adam Rose.
Someday, mark my words, someday we're going to record a record of all the weird crap we sing at conventions. It'll be creatively unfulfilling but a desperate money grab, but here's the thing. It's gonna have on it all the hits like, Where's Misha?